On to Pakistan now, which is witnessing another wave of protests by the jailed ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan's party. The PTI is carrying out demonstrations in Islamabad. The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is taking to the streets for 2 days to demand the release of the party founder Imran Khan and also protest against a slew of issues, including the judiciary's independence. Party leaders and supporters have been met with heavy security and layers of barricading there. Security forces were also seen using tear gas to disperse the demonstrators. In the latest, Imran Khan's sister Alima Khan has been arrested from d-chowk, which is the ground zero of the protests.
The police have now started firing tear gas shells at what you see behind me. Those white clouds, those thick white clouds are essentially that of the tear gas that is being fired. We'll just walk across and try to get close to the police. They're trying to make sure that the protesters don't get onto this side of the d-chowk. They're currently at the Jinnah Avenue, about 100 or so meters away from where we are, and the police are trying their level best to make sure. What you see behind me, those are essentially the PTI protesters. What you see there behind those thick smoke clouds are PTI protesters who are there. And who are there in numbers, who are there in greater numbers, and there's only one agenda, one point for the police right now that's there, that is to prevent those protesters from getting here at the d-chowk itself. And against Islamabad, Pakistan for WION World is One.
Now, ahead of the protests, Pakistan's government and other opposition parties urged the PTI to delay their protest by 2 weeks on account of foreign dignitaries in the capital. However, in anticipation of some demonstrations proceeding ahead, authorities have deployed 6,000 police and paramilitary personnel. They have also placed over 300 containers at the entry and exit points of the capital to deter the protesters. The PTI chief, Imran Khan, remember, was reportedly relayed a message through a senior leader to postpone the protest. However, the PTI founder responded, saying that his party would put off the demonstration if the government agreed to postpone the constitutional amendments till the 25th of August. This is the situation on the ground in Pakistan right now, where the protests have only intensified. In fact, these are the scenes that we got to you just a while ago as the demonstrations continue. Remember, there had been calls for the postponement of the protests. Meanwhile, the Pakistan government, also the opposition parties, had urged the PTI to delay their protest by 2 weeks on account of foreign dignitaries in the capital. Let's go straight across now to our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, who's joining us live on the broadcast. Anas, we saw that report that give us a sample of what the situation is looking like right now on the ground. Tell us more about where things stand right now.
Well, they stand at a stalemate, it won't be wrong to say, because Ali Amin Gandapur, the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, he's coming in with a big, massive cavalcade. They're about 35 kilometers from Islamabad. I'm standing at the d-chowk at an elevation of a building. What you see behind me, if my camera person couldn't show you as well, those are police personnel lined up. Time to time, I can spot the IG police, the Inspector General of Islamabad Police, Akbar Nasir, Ali Rezvi, pardon me on that. He's speaking to the media right now. Time and again, we see that the PTI protesters, they come here and then they are sort of pushed back because there's heavy use of tear gas, bait-in charges, rubber bullets as well. The PTI alleges that there have been direct firing that has been done, but the situation does not seem to be all under control, and that is the reason the government, at least 13 days before the SCO summit itself, they have called in the military to control the law and order situation of the city itself. The military deployment will be completed by 12 midnight. And ahead of the SCO, protests like these, they don't do good to the optics of the country. Molly?
Right, we're leaving it there for the moment, Anas. Of course, we're coming back to you as and when there are further updates trickling in. Thanks very much for now. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.